This video is for individuals like yourself that are Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, DoorDashes. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You have your car, you deliver food, or you deliver merchandise in your vehicle. Well, guess what? This vehicle, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do to be able to get a car, and you're an Uber driver. Now listen, if you have two jobs, most people that do Uber, they have a W-2 job. Now, a W-2 job is a job where you get a pay stub. It doesn't matter whether you're working 10 hours a week on that W-2 job, 15 hours a week, 20 hours a week, it does not matter. Listen clearly, most people have their part-time job or job that get paid W-2, and then maybe they drive Lyft or Uber or DoorDash, but they make more money doing Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash. But they have their other job where they're getting a pay stub. Well, you're going to look for a car. I'm going to give you this huge hack that's going to help you get approved for that auto loan. So what you do is you go to the dealership, you put that job on your credit application, and then you put all your income together. You know, when people sometimes they go buy a car and they're married or their spouse or their loved one, whoever's on the loan, and they live in the household. Sometimes people include household income on that one person. For instance, you may have the wife that's at home and the husband works, but the husband gives the wife income. And so with the allowance that the wife gets from the husband, on the credit application, she puts $10,000 or $5,000. That's what she gets from her husband. And she puts retire or homemaker. Her credit is probably good if she's getting approved, if she's getting that much money a month, but she's using her husband's income. So when you fill that credit application out, make sure you use your W-2 job, put both incomes together, and then you tell the salesperson what you're doing. My total income together is, and then you put how long you've been doing that. And the reason you want to do this is because most other lenders do not like Uber drivers or Lyft drivers or DoorDashers. They frown upon that. But let me just say this, more down payment you put down, oh my God, that's gonna help. You cannot be a driver delivering food or delivering merchandise and not be able to put a little skin in the game with down payment, especially if you have bad credit. If your credit score is between 450 and just say 580, then you need to be looking to put some money down. How do you get away from not even asking for proof of income? And you a Lyft driver, but you got a W-2 job, and you put the last W-2 job that you worked, you put 10%, 15%, or 20% down for whatever car you want. Remember, the more money you put down, the better it is. Why? Is because you have more skin in the game. Anything you do, the larger down payment you put down, the less they're gonna say, well, can I have a pay stub? They're gonna look up how much money you make on your job. So if you work at Target and maybe you're a cashier, right? Then maybe you don't want to put cashier on the application. Well, yes, you do, because that's fraud. So put cashier on the application, right? You work at Target. But they know that Target worker probably is not making, it's not $12 an hour, it's probably making about maybe $17, $18 an hour, but you put your household income together. But if you're putting that 10% down, up to 20% down, the lender's not paying attention to exactly what your job title is, where your income is coming from, because they know you put some skin into the game. So know that the more money you put down when it comes to being an Uber worker, Lyft, or DoorDash, the better the chances is. But let me just say this, people with excellent credit that are Uber drivers, they don't have to worry about anything. They can drive whatever they want and do anything they want to do because they have excellent credit. But the problem is sometimes with people that are Uber drivers, you guys don't know how to fill that credit application out. You don't know what to do. So remember, large down payment is the key in anything you do. Number two, this is a quick nugget for you guys. When you're driving Uber, and just like finance companies don't like Uber drivers, insurance companies don't like Uber drivers either. They don't. They frown upon them. They frown. So give you a hint. If you get in an accident and you're driving Uber and you tell your insurance company you were driving Uber, they're not gonna pay your claim. So give you some good advice. Maybe you was on the way to drop a package off to your friend. You was over at your friend's house, right? And you went over there and an accident happened on the way. Just gotta smooth the truth out. Remember, it's more than one way to skin a cat, right? But it's just how you tell the story. It's all about how you tell the story with anything you do. Paint the picture bright. So I'll recap real quick. Banks don't like Uber drivers. They do not. If you have another job, put that job on there. And then let me just say this. Sometimes people are laid off their job, maybe they're collecting unemployment, and they're doing Uber on the side. You're a homemaker. Or if you're not a homemaker, you're retired. Because some people that are getting Social Security, pension, they're Uber drivers too. So the easiest way to get around that is you're retired. And it's not like you're telling a story, especially if you are retired, you're just supplementing your income. But know this, a lot of people now that are retired, they're Uber drivers. They drive Lyft, they DoorDash. So on that credit application, put that you are retired. If you're retired, you can be 30 and be retired. You can be 25 and be retired, right? Because maybe you're on Social Security disability, Maybe you are. Social Security disability, you're retired. Because remember, if you work a job, you can only make so much a year. Because if you're on Social Security, then if you make more than a certain amount, they're gonna have you pay that back. So I gave you two things in this video. I told you that if you are an Uber driver, you're looking to get a car, you need to put between 10 to 20% down, especially if you have bad credit. Therefore, the bank won't say, hey, I need proof of income. If you got that job that you work on the side that you're W-2, put that job on the application, and then you put the both incomes together, and you give them your total income, but you put your part-time job income together. And then you put the hours together. So if you work a part-time job and you Uber, you put the job that you make, and you just say you work 40 hours a week. Well, you do, but you can't prove it on paper. So if they ask for proof of income or ask for that and you cannot prove it, then there's a problem. You're just stretching the truth just a little bit. It's not lying, just household income, right? The second thing is, if you are retired and you're Ubering, you're doing it for supplemental income. You're retired. You're retired. You get Social Security, you're retired. Because a lot of people do have supplemental income. Went to the store, went into a store a couple weeks ago, and lady's retired from General Motors. She's working at the store because she wants supplemental income. She needs other income because she's not working at General Motors anymore. So people do other things to supplement their income. So remember, fill the application out right when you're looking to buy a car. Know that if your credit is real bad and it's bruised, down payment is the key, no matter what you do. But no, filling the credit application is the right way to be able to get that car. Or if you get with a seasoned salesperson, they'll walk you through what you need to do. Now, let me just tell you this. It is a few banks out there that will give you a car that when you are an Uber driver, and if you really want to know who those are, you watch this video, you know what you got to do? You got to put a comment in the bottom. You got to talk to them. You got to say, Regina, what are those banks? What are those couple banks that you know about that accept Uber drivers? And I can give it to you. But I can't give you everything in the video. I got to have you communicate with me a little bit. But if you're just stopping by my channel and you came across my video and it's titled The Uber Driver Loan Hack, the Uber Driver Loan Hack, how to get approved out of W-2 and you're an Uber driver, then you hit that subscribe button and get in the comments and say, Regina, what's those couple banks? Because I know y'all watch my videos all across the world, and some of the same banks we deal with in Michigan are some of the same banks that people deal with across the United States. So know that it's more than one way to skin a cat. It's more than one way to skin a cat. If you're actually looking to put a credit application in with Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna go to reginathequeenofcarloans.com. Hopefully my guy can put this across the screen. You're gonna go to Regina, www.reginathequeenofcarloans.com, reginathequeenofcarloans.com. Put that credit application in. And then you know what? In the notes somewhere, when you have a conversation with me, when you say, I'm a ride share worker, or, I Uber. I need to get into a vehicle. But when I say this is what you need, because I stand 10 toes down on what I tell you that you need to listen. So go to reginathequeenofcarloans.com, put that credit application in 24 hours a day. You're going to look in the middle of the screen, you have apply, and then up on the right-hand side, you're going to see inventory up on the right-hand side. When you click inventory, you can put in whatever kind of vehicle that you want, make, model, year. For instance, if you're looking for a 2021 Chevy Tahoe, if you put the year, the make, the model, it's going to come up if we have it. And the great thing about the dealership where I work at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet is that all my cars come across 3 dealerships. I work at the Chevy store in Waterford. We have a Buick GMC store, and we have a Ford store. And then we have a B-lot also in Owasso, not too far from the Ford store. So I sell new Chevys, Buick, GMC, and Fords. So let me just go back again. I sell brand new Chevys, I work at the Chevy store, which is 475 Summit Drive in Waterford, Michigan. But our Buick GMC store is out in 59, about 10 to 15 minutes away from the dealership. And then we got a Ford store in Owasso. So if you want a brand new GMC, Buick, Ford, or Chevy, the only thing you gotta do is go to Regina, the Queen of Car Loans.com. Put the application in. But if you want that pre-owned vehicle, I have 3 lots to choose from, and then we got the B lot. So really, honestly, 4 lots, right? 3 franchise lots, and then we got a B lot that you can actually choose from to get the car. So we usually keep about 400 to 500 cars in stock between all 3 lots. 400 to 500 cars in stock. So we should have something that accommodates you on what you need. If you are looking to get a car from me, whether it's new or used, we can always deliver the car to you. So never know, it doesn't matter what state you're in, I can deliver the car to you. But also know that we e-sign too. Come into the dealership now to pick up vehicles. If you're buying out of state, we're gonna be just like Carvana in a minute. We're gonna deliver the car to you. So if you live in another state, we can get the car from you. If you're in Michigan and you live in the Upper Peninsula, or you live Swants Creek or 3 or 4 hours away, or Grand Rapids, we can deliver the car to you, to your doorstep. Now they have what you call e-sign. I'm singing e-sign. E-sign is when you, the dealer prepares, or the finance manager prepares, or the finance or the business manager prepares all your paperwork, and they email it to you, and you sign your docs, and then boom, your vehicle goes to you. And what happens is, before that, you do a credit application online on a secure dealership website. You supply through email your driver's license, your registration if you're transferring a plate, your insurance, your email address. So you supply all these things to us before the e-sign, and then we get you prepared. We e-sign you, but we gotta get you approved first. But I left that part out. What I'm telling you is, the days from coming to a dealership spending hours and hours kind of is going away, especially if you can do it. Everybody can't do it. And some people need to come into the dealership, touch, feel the car, right? I still got those. I still got people that come in the dealership to spend time with me. But I'm trying to get to the fact where I can deliver that car to you, and then you can take your car. But you'll sign before the car gets delivered to you. So again, Regina, the Queen of Car Loans.com. Put that credit application in right now. Hurry up. Look at the top right hand of the website. Look at my inventory. Go in the middle. Look for apply, and then put that credit application in. Let's get it going. And share this video with someone, because I just shared so many tips with you. Remember, I'm not giving you those 2 banks, because that means you need to get in my comments and you need to say, Regina, what banks? And then I'll share it with you. I will share it with you. All right, I'll see you on the next video. But my next video is the tipped worker, bartender service. That's the next video that you're gonna see from me.